we trusted that the payment would be made, and it wasn't. And it just was the final death blow to the company. It was in the company's best interest to suspend all operations moving forward until we could get back on solid financial ground. It was not an easy decision to make. Laying off close to 30 people is something that no owner in our industry wants to do. Thankfully, everybody, including the apprentices, were able to catch on with other companies. We actually had about a half a dozen other projects that I had to make the decision and walk away from. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you know you can finish them and the company can still make money. But we were put in a pretty bad corner, and I also felt that the responsible thing to do was to talk to those other clients, explain the situation, and just say it's best if we allow another contractor to come in and finish. We negotiated to have two journeymen work for 2 weeks at night, so that's premium time. On top of, they also agreed to provide what came out to roughly 25% of our retention as our agreement to do the work. They verified it via email, went ahead and asked us to revise our May billing, which we did. And we went and had our vendor waivers procured. So really all we were waiting for was for the money to hit the bank, and it never happened. And that hurt us, really was the final death blow for us, because the suppliers involved, it would have helped us with what we owed them, and it would have made things a little bit more smooth for us to continue doing work. But after getting the payment skipped, it just made my decision that much more clear for me to suspend all operations. We went with the 1.72 million figure because it really includes, from a contract standpoint, things that have been accounted for. Between the retention that we were owed, the change orders that were on the log, and the labor overages that I have the receipts for, I thought that that was really a good place and snapshot of where we were at with what was on the contract with Turner Lakeside Alliance. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to pursue the 3.9 million and change that we lost overall. I just felt that at the time it was a more realistic number to go with, and it would also allow us to pay everybody off, and it would allow the company to recoup a healthy portion of the monies lost. I'm still working with my legal team on that 3.9 million figure, because I feel that it's only right that we still hold ownership at the Presidential Center accountable. We just felt that we have to pick our battles. First things was first was the mechanics lien. But it's become perfectly obvious to me that the ownership group there, they truthfully just, they don't care. I don't know any other way to say it. And maybe if I had known that sooner, I would have put my foot down sooner. But I think a lot of us out there, the main subcontractors, all still had this feeling that it was going to be worked out in the end until it wasn't. This entire process is just, it really drained me out financially and emotionally. I'm not easily surprised, but I'm surprised that nobody politically has stepped up to challenge Turner Construction and Lakeside and ask them what the hell is going on. I understand why there's a hesitancy to say that to the foundation, but it would be nice for somebody at the foundation to maybe say, listen, we understand what's going on here, and we're going to make our best efforts to try to get this rectified. But I haven't heard any of it. You're getting media throwing bouquets of congratulations and how great it's going to be for everybody. And I have yet to hear anybody speak truth to power, as they love to say publicly. If this was something that a Elon Musk or somebody more locally who has his name on the Museum of Science and Industry right next door, Ken Griffith, it would be holy hell to pay. They would be picketing. They would be storming the castle. I feel like that I have a responsibility to speak out for everybody, especially those that got blindsided and are now bankrupt. This isn't about chasing money. It's about doing what's right. They've taken it. They basically have taken it all away from me at this point. I mean, the only leverage I have now is just to continue speaking out and see where it goes. But, my career, it's funny. I'm going to have to, go find a job, which is fine. It's just, I did not anticipate the completion of this project would take this turn.